Vish and David. Thanks for speaking with us today. I wanted to chat with you both a bit about this current moment we're living in, COVID-19. So just thinking back to the shelter-in-place orders that we're all facing right now and the kind of, some of the fear that's going around with the current pandemic. I want to speak to our current context on the University of Michigan campus and each of your respective roles as students. And if you can each, say a bit about your roles as students and also your roles as outgoing and incoming presidents of the Michigan Code Academy. Love for you to share a bit about your experiences adjusting in this moment. And maybe we could start off just by having you, Vish, you could speak a bit to what is Michigan Code Academy and how that kind of fits in this context.
Thanks for having us. So the Michigan Code Academy is a club sponsored by the Office of Academic Innovation. It was founded 2 years ago by MBA students who were focused on helping people that didn't have technical backgrounds develop technical skills. So we actually use resources from the Office of Academic Innovation, including Michigan Online trainings, as well as expertise from the learning experience designers to develop custom content for students that attend our training sessions. So we conduct about 5 or 6 training sessions a year. And in the past 2 years, we've actually been able to train over a quarter of the MBA class, which has been really exciting. As we move forward, we're focusing on SQL and R to help our students extract data and then do some basic analysis on it before they enter their internships or full-time roles after graduating.
Hi, thanks for having us, Bryon. My name is David Duffett. I'm a first-year MBA at Ross, and I'm currently an XR and a fellow for the Center for Academic Innovation as well, so working as a product management fellow. I actually got involved with Michigan Code Academy. I met Vish about a year ago, probably now. It was last fall, and really his passion for really using technology to help improve people and to advance education was really my main reason for getting involved. So I think that, alongside with the ability to really have an impact on my classmates and really be able to take this club that was new and really be able to grow it and to spread that knowledge. And obviously Center for Academic Innovation has been vital in growing that and providing the resources for us to advance.
So thanks to you both very much for those introductions. Really appreciate you both introducing yourselves as students and also your roles as Michigan Code Academy. It gives us some really great context. So then thinking back again to this moment that we're currently in, Vish, could you maybe speak to the gravity of the moment that we're currently in and how that impacts you as a student and maybe for your role as in Michigan Code Academy?
So the time of year has been a little bit tough for this to hit, especially because it's the end of the school year. People are graduating, people are making transitions into summer internships or full-time roles. And you really want to spend that time celebrating with your peers, enjoying the time that you have on campus, immersing in the culture of Ann Arbor. And we've kind of lost the ability to do that. We do the best that we can to stay in touch virtually, but it's just not the same. And it's a little bit deflating in the process. So, it's fine for now, and we recognize everyone is going through the same thing. And it's just been an exercise of empathy and compassion, I think.
Thanks for that, Vish. That's really illustrative and speaks greatly to the moment. And so thinking about that, it probably encompasses a lot of adjustment, which I think you spoke to a bit. And so as we think of this topic of adjustment, I'm wondering if you both could speak to some of the ways in which you each as students and as leaders for Michigan Code Academy adjusted to this current moment. And with that context in mind, maybe starting with how are you first adjusting personally in your lives as humans and also as students?
Yeah, so I live in a very small apartment with my partner who works full time. So the first part of our adjustment period was really making sure we optimize our space for productivity. It didn't really, I'm actually sitting on a box drum right now. We don't have proper chairs here. So that was kind of the first thing, making sure we had keyboards and monitors and proper internet connection was the first step. Then we had to kind of get adjusted to a professional culture. We were used to engaging with each other on a personal level, but now we work together. So how can we make sure that we're being mindful of each other's work times, making sure that we can allow people to be focused when they need to be, and make sure we're not kind of getting in the way of important video calls that, if someone has to go to the bathroom, chances are you're crossing a camera at some point. Then finally, the toughest part has been adjusting to introverted life. So both of us are extroverts, I think myself a little bit more than her, and we feed off the energy of others. So being secluded, alone, and even when you're walking down the street and people kind of cross the street when you walk near them, feels a little bit just like it's a little bit of a bummer. And that's another thing we've been trying to get adjusted to. One way that I've actually been trying to engage with more students is I started a baking for good campaign. So I know how to bake sourdough bread, and I've been baking loaves of bread. And if people donate at least $10 to a local charity of their choice, then I'll give them half a loaf of bread. So it's been nice because people actually come visit from the sidewalk and take bread, and I get to kind of see people at least for a few minutes as as the day goes on. So that's been a little burst of sunshine in my days.
Yeah, those are all really awesome points, Vish. I think really adjusting to this kind of virtual lifestyle has been a challenge. I think for me, I've been fortunate enough to have a close group of friends that are kind of all in the same area and all quarantining together. So even though I've most of my interactions professionally and with school have been virtual, I've been able to keep some personal interactions in person, which is really, I think, helped me. It's nice to have someone after your day is over to kind of to download on your day and to talk about the high points and the low points. So I think being able to have that personal interaction has really kind of kept me going. I think additionally, I've really tried to segment my life and my efforts into like three main categories. So the first one, obviously, being school. So I'm currently working on what's called MAP project through Ross, which is multidisciplinary action project. And that's really a consulting project working with a client. My client's actually based in China. So that's really been kind of cool to maintain that virtual environment, but doing video calls with China every night has been kind of exciting. I think secondly, just professional development. So again, I've been involved with an extended reality initiative within academic innovation. And that's really been, it's been a way that I could plug in and work with different people, different backgrounds, School of Information, School of Healthcare. So being able to get those different perspectives across the University of Michigan has been really helpful. And I think lastly, probably really is that the personal development. So I've been able to do some things personally that I'm taking an online class right now through Michigan Online. I'm obviously working on my leadership skills through my consulting projects. So really being able to to make these goals and to set goals and kind of work towards achieving them in those three main buckets has been key for me.